So guys, today we will come to the chapter of Familia. So it's a vocabulary chapter. We will learn different words in it, different family members. We saw the name of the family members, briskly in the last class. But in today's class, we will go into detail and we'll also do the paragraphs that are there in the book. Just like we have done the paragraphs in Apresentação. Similarly, we will do the paragraphs from this chapter as well. And we will learn different vocabulary. So before we go into this, I would like you to watch a video which will give you some vocabulary regarding the familia. So let me share my screen just a second.
Quick look.
Smile and learn. Não estou gostando muito desta ideia de mudança. A gente só tira e põe as coisas nas caixas. Você tem sorte de ser tão pequeno e não precisar fazer isso. Olha só! A árvore genealógica que eu fiz no ano passado na escola. Você sabe para que serve? Ai, você não entende nada. Na árvore genealógica podemos ver os membros de uma família. Você quer ver como é a nossa? Eu estou aqui. E estes são nossos pais, papai e mamãe. Nós somos os filhos deles. E você é o meu irmão. Os pais do papai são os nossos avós, o vovô e a vovó. Nós somos netos dele.
Okay, avô and avó are also called as vovo and vovó. Very commonly, so you should note these words as well. So avô and avó is the same word as vovo and vovo.
Os nossos avós têm mais 2 filhos, o titio e a titia.
See, the actual word is tio and tia, but this is an affectionate way of saying. Just like you can see mother and father, mãe and pai are the actual words. But we mostly say mamãe and papai. So these are affectionate ways of calling people, mamãe and papai. Similarly, this is tio and tia, but we also call them titio or titia. Or we can say titio and titia.
Eu e você somos sobrinhos deles.
So you can see sobrinhos. So who are sobrinhos? Sobrinhos are the children of your siblings. Okay, that is the nephew and niece. So these people are the sobrinhos of titio and titia.
Os filhos da titia e do titio são o nosso primo e a nossa prima.
So these kids and these ones are cousins, right? So they're primos to each other. Primo and prima. Together we'll call them primos.
Você está entendendo, maninho? Os nossos avós têm 3 filhos. O titio, a titia e o papai. A titia e o titio têm 2 filhos. O nosso primo e a nossa prima. O papai e a mamãe têm 2 filhos. Eu e você, que somos irmãos.
So the word irmãos, there are 2 words, irmã and irmão. Irmã means sister, whereas irmão means brother. But if we say in plural, irmãos, it can either mean brothers or it can also mean in general siblings. For example, if I ask you a question, how many siblings do you have? So in Portuguese, I will say, quantos irmãos você tem? Quantos, I'll put it in the chat box. Quantos irmãos você tem? How many siblings do you have? So here I'm not asking how many brothers you have. I'm asking in general, how many siblings you have. Quantos irmãos você tem? So irmãos can mean brothers or it can mean siblings. And if I want to say specifically only sisters, that is the feminine plural, sisters will be called as irmãs. Irmãs. If I say irmãs, then I'm definitely talking only about sisters. I'm not talking about siblings. I'm talking only about sisters. But if I say irmãos, then it could mean brothers. It could also mean siblings.
E esta é a nossa família.
So we got some vocabulary from there. You got an idea with the visuals as well. Let us come to the book, read some paragraphs and make more sense of the family, a família. Eu vou compartilhar minha tela. I will share my screen. Um momento. Então, a lição de hoje, the lesson for today é a família. Então, vamos ler os parágrafos. Primeiro, meu nome é Maria. Eu adoro a minha família. Tenho 4 membros na minha família. São a minha mãe, o meu pai, o meu irmão e eu. A minha mãe tem 36 anos e ela é professora. Ela se chama Linda. O meu pai tem 38 anos. Ele se chama Andrew e ele é um advogado. O meu irmão é um estudante na escola, se chama Escola Estadual Brasil. Eu também estudo na mesma escola. Once again, meu nome é Maria. Eu adoro a minha família. Tenho 4 membros na minha família. São a minha mãe, o meu pai, o meu irmão e eu. A minha mãe tem 36 anos e ela é professora. Ela se chama Linda. O meu pai tem 38 anos. Ele se chama Andrew e ele é um advogado. O meu irmão é um estudante na escola, se chama Escola Estadual Brasil. Eu também estudo na mesma escola. Yes, Bushra, you have a question?
Yeah, I want to ask, this is Brazilian Portuguese or European?
So
Because
first,
here, chia, chiu.
see, that's what we will talk about both the accents always. Chiu
Okay.
and chi. When I'm pronouncing ti as ch, that means I'm talking in Brazilian accent.
Mm.
When I'm pronouncing the ti just like it should sound, that is the. So if I'm saying tiu and tia, that is European Portuguese.
European. Okay, that is right.
Yeah.
So your book is on the Brazilian Portuguese.
Not necessarily. Yes, it is. I mean, the language is the same. Okay. Now you choose how you want to interpret it, how you want to read it. So we just need to switch the accents.
Okay.
So we need to switch the accents, and if you look at the book, it is mainly in Brazilian, mostly in Brazilian. Yes.
Mm. Thank you.
Okay. So let's come to the paragraph and let's translate this. Meu nome é Maria. What is the meaning?
My
My
name
name
is
is
Maria.
Maria.
My name is Maria.
Isso. Muito bem, gente. All of you are participating. Todos vocês estão participando. É muito bem. Próxima, adoro a minha família. Means?
I like my family.
Yeah, I adore my
I
family.
love my
Something.
family.
Yeah, love
I
it.
love my family.
Right. Adorar verb. We read it when we were doing the verbs. AR ending verb. Adorar. I love my family. Tenho 4 membros na minha família. 4 significa 4.
Mm.
So the meaning of the sentence?
I have 4 members in my family. I have 4 members in my
Yeah, we
family.
have 4 members in the family. I have.
Right. I have 4 members in my family. São a minha mãe, o meu pai, o meu irmão e eu. So we're describing which family members we have. So
My
são.
mother, yeah.
So são means they are. It is the same verb. Okay. São a minha mãe, my mother, my father, o meu pai, o meu irmão e eu. Then, a minha mãe tem 36 anos. So my mother is 36 years old. E ela é professora. And she is a teacher. Ela se chama Linda. Her name is Linda. O meu pai tem 38 anos. My father is 38 years old. Ele se chama Andrew. He is called Andrew, or his name is Andrew. E ele é advogado. He is an advocate, or he is a lawyer. O meu irmão é estudante na escola, se chama Escola Estadual Brasil. So my brother, o meu irmão, é estudante. Is a student in the school, se chama, which is called Escola Estadual Brasil. So this is the name of the school. In Brazilian accent, we will read it as Escola Estadual Brasil, because we don't read the L at the end in Brazilian. So in Brazilian, it is Escola Estadual Brasil. Whereas in European, it is Escola Estadual Brasil. Eu também estudo na mesma escola. I also study in the same school. Mesma. Mesma means same. So I also study in the same school. Now I want you to do an exercise here. I want you to just listen to the Portuguese words and try to draw a picture. For example, if I say meu nome é Maria, I want you to imagine in your mind, draw a picture in your mind that you can see a girl named Maria. Then when I'm saying eu adoro a minha família, you should imagine a picture where you can see that she is standing with her family. She loves her family. Now, why I'm asking you to do this exercise? Because this will boost your thinking of, directly understanding the Portuguese language. We should not always translate the language into some other language and then understand. That leads to double work of the brain. Mostly we learn like that. ठीक है, ज्यादातर हम ऐसा ही करते हैं कि जैसे हम पोर्चुगीज पढ़ रहे हैं तो हम पोर्चुगीज को पहले इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करते हैं अपने दिमाग में, फिर उसको समझते हैं, या फिर हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करके फिर समझते हैं. तो हमें ये प्रोसेस शुरू से ही अवॉइड करना है. So I want you to pay a lot of attention. I will read very slowly. You can keep your eyes open, you can keep your eyes closed, whichever is comfortable for you, and try to really visualize what is written or whatever I'm reading. All of you ready for this? Pronto?
Yes.
Sim, muito bem. Okay. I want you to be very, take this very seriously. It is a very important thing to do. So, meu nome é Maria. Eu adoro a minha família. Tenho 4 membros na minha família. De novo, tenho 4 membros na minha família. São a minha mãe, o meu pai, o meu irmão e eu. A minha mãe tem 36 anos e ela é professora. Ela se chama Linda. O meu pai tem 38 anos. Ele se chama Andrew e ele é advogado. O meu irmão é estudante na escola, se chama Escola Estadual Brasil. Eu também estudo na mesma escola. So all of you could visualize, you could keep up, or the speed was too much. What is your feedback?
It's really,
Yes, Pushkar?
yeah, it's really, it works.
It works, right? Okay. Anybody felt that the reading is too fast, that you are not able to keep up with the images?
No, miss, the reading was perfect.
Okay, so that's great. You're keeping up with the speed. That's great. Anyone else has any kind of feedback you want to share? Okay, guys. So this is something I want you to practice very consciously. Okay, we will try to go through this as much as possible in the class, but this is just a glimpse. This is just a demo of what you should be doing in your own time when you are practicing reading. So whatever you are reading, whatever we have read already, you should practice those paragraphs as well. So when you are reading, you should be able to visualize whatever you're reading. So if I tell you apple, then you think of an apple. You don't translate it into सेब. यानी आप ऐसे नहीं सोचते हैं कि एप्पल बोला इसका मतलब सेब होता है तो ये ऐसा दिखता है. तो हम ऐसे नहीं सोचते हैं. जैसे हमने हिंदी या इंग्लिश से अभी आप इतना कंफर्टेबल हो गए हैं, और जिनकी मदर टंग हिंदी है या फिर जो भी आपकी मातृभाषा है, तो उसमें जब हम बात करते हैं तो हम फिर उसको किसी और लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट करके नहीं समझते हैं. हम डायरेक्टली उस लैंग्वेज को समझ रहे हैं अपने दिमाग में. तो इमीडिएटली ये नहीं हो सकता. इट विल हैपन ओवर टाइम. इट विल टेक टाइम. बट यू हैव टू मेक पोर्चुगीज एज नेचुरल एज यू स्पीक हिंदी और इंग्लिश. Secondly, if you don't do this right from the beginning, it will be very difficult when you will reach your next level or next to next level. तो ये जो एक्सरसाइज है ना, जो मेंटल एक्सरसाइज है, ये आपको बिल्कुल शुरुआत से ही ये आपको एडेप्ट करना है. और जिन्होंने ये कॉन्शियसली कर लिया, उनके लिए बहुत जल्दी आप पोर्चुगीज को समझने लगेंगे और बहुत जल्दी आप रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे. सो यू विल डेफिनेटली हैव एन एज ओवर अदर लर्नर्स. एंड इफ यू डोंट डू इट, you will. देखिए, दो ही तरीके हैं. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द माइंडसेट हियर. आई विल टेक अ फ्यू मिनट्स ऑफ योर टाइम. लैंग्वेज सीखने के दो ही तरीके हैं. या तो आप इसको बाइलिंगुअली सीखेंगे. बाइलिंगुअली मतलब जो हम जनरली करते हैं, जो हमारे दिमाग के लिए भी आसान है करना. दैट इज, यू आर लर्निंग द लैंग्वेज. along with that, with every sentence you are translating the language, and you are understanding it in a different language. और हमेशा हम मोस्टली द इंडियन टीचर्स, with all the Indian teachers including myself, you will face this problem. Okay? This is a problem for you. It's not an advantage. Because आपको आसान तरीके से सर्व किया जा रहा है. आपको पोर्चुगीज को इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करके सर्व किया जा रहा है. But if you learn the language with a native person, that will be a monolingual way of learning the language. That means that native teacher does not know English. In that case, he will try to teach you in Portuguese itself. तो आपको इनिशियली बहुत डिफिकल्टी हो सकती है, पर आगे जाके वो बहुत अच्छा काम करता है, क्योंकि आपने दूसरी भाषा में कभी ट्रांसलेट करा ही नहीं. आपने पोर्चुगीज को डायरेक्ट उसी लैंग्वेज में समझने की कोशिश करी. So now I want you to understand which method you want to follow. Do you want to keep translating into different languages and then understand? Because that will always take you double the time. For example, if I give you a question, if I ask you, ¿Cómo se llama? So your answer should immediately be Shamu ma. For example, you can say Shamu ma Hashmi. Okay. My name is Rashmi. But if I say ¿Cómo se llama? Then your brain thinks, अच्छा como का मतलब how होता है, से शामा मतलब you are called. तो इसमें आपको 1 मिनट तक का टाइम लग जाएगा. फिर आप हिंदी में आंसर समझेंगे, मेरा नाम रश्मि है. फिर आप हिंदी से पोर्चुगीज में ट्रांसलेट करेंगे, उसमें 1 मिनट और लगेगा. तो ये पूरा काम करने में आपको आपके दिमाग को मिनिमम 2 मिनट प्रोसेसिंग टाइम लगेगा. पर अगर आपको पोर्चुगीज सीधे समझ आती है, यानी पोर्चुगीज में बोला, आपको सीधे वो उसकी मीनिंग समझ आ गई, उसका सेंस समझ आ गया, तो आपका दिमाग सीधे पोर्चुगीज में ही उसका जवाब देगा. एंड यू विल इमीडिएटली से शामू में हाशमी. So in that case, when you are directly thinking and able to understand in Portuguese, then you will take 30 seconds of time to reply to that answer. Not even 30 seconds, I'm saying initially 30 seconds. 30 सेकेंड्स और 2 मिनट में बहुत फर्क होता है. अगर वो फर्क आपको आगे जाके नहीं चाहिए, अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए कि आप इतना टाइम लगाएं पोर्चुगीज में, प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू प्रैक्टिस दिस विजुअलाइजेशन थिंग. इट्स अ वेरी गुड टेक्निक. So you get the easy process of an Indian teacher teaching you you are getting the bilingual benefit, but you are also training your brain to think in Portuguese. Unless you think in Portuguese, you will not be able to speak, listen, understand, or respond in Portuguese. It's very directly connected. So if you are ready to do this, please give me a thumbs up. If you are committed to this, if you will really do this when you're practicing. Okay, I want to see the changes. It's not like I'm receiving thumbs up here. Abhi aapko excited lag raha hoga, but I will observe the changes in you. If you are really doing it, I can see the changes, and your responses will get faster. I'll give you a small example. Every time we begin the class by saying boa noite, tudo bem? So your mind immediately responds, boa noite, professora, or you say hola. If I say hola, you will say hola. You will not think ओला का मतलब हेलो होता है तो मुझे भी हेलो बोलना है, तो हेलो को हम ओला में ट्रांसलेट करके अब मुझे जवाब देना है ओला. इतना दिमाग नहीं चलता है आपका, आप सीधे ओला का जवाब ओला में देते हो. So that is the stage that you have to reach for every single sentence. So we will practice it right from the beginning. So guys, please tell me if the first paragraph is clear to you. Okay, all of you are clear? Great. Let's move on to the second paragraph. Today we'll also practice some reading. Let's finish the paragraphs and we'll practice some readings as well. Okay, second one. Eu sou Elina. I am Elina. Tenho 6 anos. I am 6 years old. Eu amo muito os meus avós e viajo para casa deles cada verão. So I love a lot my grandparents, os meus avós. E viajo para casa deles, and I travel to their house cada verão. Cada. The word cada means each. Verão means summer. So I travel to their house every summer. Here the word deles means their. Unke ghar. Then, a casa dos meus avós é muito perto da praia. The house of my grandparents is very close to the beach. Muito perto da praia. Perto means nearby, close, pass hona. So the house of my grandparents is very close to the beach. Muito perto da praia. Eu gosto de jogar futebol na praia com o meu avô. So I like to play football on the beach with my grandfather. Again, eu gosto de jogar futebol na praia com o meu avô. I like to play football on the beach with my grandfather. A minha avó é muito simpática e cozinha comida deliciosa. A minha avó, my grandmother, is very kind, é muito simpática e cozinha comida deliciosa. Que significa cozinha?
She cooks.
Yes, she cooks. She cooks delicious food. Okay, comida deliciosa. Okay, I'll read it once again in European accent. Please pay attention. Eu sou Elina, tenho 6 anos. Eu amo muito os meus avós e viajo para a casa deles cada verão. A casa dos meus avós é muito perto de praia. Eu gosto de jogar futebol na praia com meu avô. A minha avó é muito simpática e cozinha comida deliciosa. So this is our paragraph. I already translated it. Everybody is clear with it? Do you have any words that you didn't understand from this? Please scan the paragraph once. Let me know.
And what is the meaning of kada vera? Once again, if you can tell me.
Yes, kada. And the word kada means each, every.
Okay.
Har ek. Verão means summer.
Okay.
So this is like every summer. Anything else, anyone?
Na is used for on or in?
Both actually. Here it is used for on. So the original preposition here is em. Em means in or on. Both cases we can use em. And then this "ein" comes with different articles. Okay. For example, if I want to say on the beach, on the beach. So for on, I'm using the preposition "ein." For the, I'm using the article "a." Why I'm using "a"? Because of this word beach. Beach means praia in Portuguese, and praia is a feminine word. So I have the article "a." Now when I will write on the beach, "em a praia." Now these words, if they're coming back to back, they will not come separately. They'll come together and will become na praia. So this ultimately becomes na praia. Clear? Is Nakul?
How will we know that if our word is feminine or masculine?
Yes, we will read that in the upcoming chapter. For every word, we will understand how do we decide whether it's a feminine or a masculine. There are rules behind it. Any other
Ma'am, what's the
question?
meaning of viajo?
Viajo is the viajar verb. We have already seen this word. Viajar means to travel. Now, can you tell me which, according to which subject we have conjugated this? How will you get viajo? Rajiv, it was your question, right?
Okay.
Yes. So, viajar हमारा original verb है. इसमें से viajo कैसे आएगा?
मैम इसमें AR वर्ड AR एंडिंग वर्ब.
Right, ये AR ending verb है. तो viajar में AR already है. पर ये viajo कैसे बन गया?
इसको यू के साथ
You
Yes.
complicate किया.
Yes, that's the answer I was looking for. It is conjugated with the eu.
Yeah.
Okay, eu के साथ conjugate होके आया है. यानी जैसे ही हमने viajo लिख दिया, इसका मतलब ही हो गया I travel. I travel to the house of my grandparents. Any other questions?
Para is two, ma'am. Huh?
Yes, para is two.
And kindly explain the last three words, ma'am. Cosinia, comida, deliciosa.
Yes. So this is another verb. Again, it's an AR ending verb. Cozinhar. To cook. Now we are conjugating this according to avo. That is according to ela. Ela cozinha. Comida is food and deliciosa is delicious. So she cooks delicious food. And as you know, in Portuguese, we use the adjective after the noun. This is our adjective. In English, we say delicious food. But in Portuguese, we first mention the noun, that is comida, and then we say deliciosa. Anyone else has any questions? Okay. So let's do the same practice.
Ma'am, last question, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in the last sentence, like we first translated, my grandmother is very kind.
Hmm.
And then we are using the pronoun again, she. So, matlab, is that viable? Because
No,
in the
we are
last three
actually
words, pronoun is-
we are not actually using it. We are using cozinha. We're not saying ela cozinha. Even if we use it, it is not wrong.
so the word she is hidden in cosinia itself.
No, it's not like it is hidden in it. It is the conjugation of ela. So
Okay.
never think that it is really hidden in the word. So cozinha, yes, it means she cooks. But basically you need to understand it just means cooks. We need to say she cooks because in English we don't have different conjugation of the verbs. Because I cook, you cook, he cooks, she cooks. There are not different conjugations like Portuguese. There is cozinho, cozinha, cozinhas. So it is not like the pronoun is already there inside the conjugation. It is just that the verb will have that specific form with that specific pronoun. That is why in translation process, we have to mention the pronoun as well, like she cooks. Otherwise, the pronoun is not there, present in the verb. Okay, guys. So let's do the exercise. Let's again try to imagine. I will read the paragraph. You try to imagine as specific images as possible. So when I say also Elena, you picture Elena When I say tenho 6 anos, you picture Elena who is 6 years old. Okay, so let's start this. Eu sou Elena, tenho 6 anos. Eu amo muito os meus avós e viajo para a casa deles cada verão. So I want you to imagine this really. Once again, I'll read the same sentence. Eu amo muito os meus avós e viajo para a casa deles cada verão. A casa dos meus avós é muito perto da praia. Eu gosto de jogar futebol na praia com o meu avô. A minha avó é muito simpática e cozinha comida deliciosa. If everybody could keep up, please give me a thumbs up. It is all clear to you. Ótimo, ótimo, gente. Okay, next paragraph. Eu me chamo Pedro Alves. Hoje é 23 de dezembro. Today is 23rd of December. Toda a minha família sempre vem à minha casa para comemorar o Natal. So, my whole family, toda a minha família, my complete family, my whole family, sempre vem, always come. Vem is the conjugation of vir verb. It is an irregular verb. So even if we don't know the conjugation yet, let me mention this. Vir is the original verb, which means to come. And since it is an irregular verb, it has been conjugated like this, vem. So toda a minha família, all my family, sempre vem, always come, a minha casa, to my house, para comemorar o Natal, to celebrate the Christmas. The word Natal or Natal means Christmas. We don't say Christmas in Portuguese, we say Natal. Este Natal, this Christmas. The word este or este means this. Este Natal or este Natal, eu vou encontrar os meus tios e os meus primos. This Christmas, I'm going to meet. Eu vou encontrar. I'm going to meet. Os meus tios. Tios, we are saying in plural. We are referring to both uncles and aunts together. So I'm going to meet my uncle and aunts. E os meus primos. And my cousins. So this we are also this one also we are talking in plural. E os meus primos. A minha prima favorita é Laura. So my favorite cousin is Laura. Ela tem 5 anos. She is 5 years old. E é muito fofo. And is very cute. Eu tenho primo mais velho. I have an older cousin. Eu tenho primo. I have a cousin mais velho. The word mais means more and velho means old. So mais velho means older or elder. So I have an elder cousin, or you can say older cousin. Ele se chama Aldo. He is called Aldo. Let's look at the paragraph once again. Eu me chamo Pedro Alves. My name is Pedro Alves. Hoje é 23 de dezembro. Today is 23rd of December. Toda a minha família sempre vem à minha casa para comemorar o Natal. So my whole family always come to my house to celebrate Christmas. Este Natal eu vou encontrar os meus tios e os meus primos. This Christmas I'm going to meet my aunts and uncles and my cousins. A minha prima favorita Laura. Here you can see favorita is an adjective. My favorite cousin. So favorita is an adjective. That's why it is coming after the noun. All the adjectives in Portuguese will always come after the noun. So first we mention the noun, a minha prima. Then we mention the adjective, favorita. Laura. So Laura is my favorite cousin. Ela tem 5 anos. She is 5 years old. E é muito fofo. And is very cute. The word fofo is an informal adjective used to say cute. Eu tenho primo mais velho. I have an elder cousin. Ele se chama Aldo. His name is Aldo. So let's read it once again in European accent. Eu me chamo Pedro Alves. Hoje é 23 de dezembro. Toda a minha família sempre vem à minha casa para comemorar o Natal. Este Natal eu vou encontrar os meus tios e os meus primos. A minha prima favorita é Laura. Ela tem 5 anos, é muito fofo. Eu tenho primo mais velho, ele se chama Aldo. So this is the paragraph. Anybody has any questions from this? Okay.
Why the word comemorar has not been conjugated with the subject toda?
Toda is not a subject
Toda.
here. Okay.
Okay.
Subject is familia, the family. So it has not been conjugated because the verb is not the main verb of the sentence. We are saying all my family comes to my house. My complete family comes to my house. So that comes is the main verb. And then we are saying comes to celebrate Christmas. So to celebrate Christmas is kind of the purpose here. It is not exactly the verb that we are using in the sentence. It is the purpose of why they come. So here it is not conjugated. Again, you can see it in the sense of dependent and non-dependent.
So that means, ma'am, when the verb is not associated with the subject, it remains in its original form.
Yes. Okay. So let us visualize this, guys. Please take it very seriously. Please be ready. I'll read the paragraph. Vamos começar. Let's start. Eu me chamo Pedro Alves. Hoje é 23 de dezembro. Toda a minha família sempre vem à minha casa para comemorar o Natal. Este Natal eu vou encontrar os meus tios e os meus primos. A minha prima favorita é Laura. Ela tem 5 anos e é muito fofo. Eu tenho primo mais velho. Ele se chama Aldo. Okay, so all clear, everyone? The paragraph is clear to you? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Muito obrigada, gente. Vamos proceder para o último parágrafo. Last paragraph. Último. Eu sou Kakashi. Eu sou mais velho. I am Kakashi, the name of the person. I am quite old. Eu sou mais velho. I am quite old. Eu moro em Rio de Janeiro. I live in Rio de Janeiro. Com a minha mulher, Maria. With my wife, Maria. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my wife, Maria. Durante da Carnival, no Rio. Durante da. This phrase means during. Durante da. Durante, okay, there is a mistake here. Instead of da, it should be do here. Do, D-O. Please correct it. Because we are using the masculine article for the word carnival or carnival. Because this is a masculine word. So we'll use a masculine article with it. So the will become do. Durante do carnival no Rio, during the carnival in Rio, os meus netos sempre nos visitam. So my grandchildren always visit us. Os meus netos sempre nos visitam. Visit us. Os meus netos se chamam Bruno e Adam. So my grandsons are called Bruno and Adam. These are the name of my grandsons. Os meus netos se chamam Bruno e Adão. E a minha neta se chama Luciana. My granddaughter is called Luciana. Eu adoro esta parte de ano quando eles estão aqui conosco. Eu adoro, I love, this part of the year. Este parte de ano. Or we can say este parte de ano. This part of the year. Quando means when. Quando, when. Eles estão aqui. They are here. We can see the conjugation of the star verb. So, I love this part of the year when they are here conosco, with us. They are here with us. Let's go through the whole paragraph once again. Eu sou Kakashi. I am Kakashi. Eu sou mais velho. I'm quite old. Eu moro em Rio de Janeiro com a minha mulher Maria. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my wife Maria. Durante the carnival no Rio, during the carnival in Rio, os meus netos sempre nos visitam. My grandchildren always visit us. Os meus netos se chamam Bruno e Adão. My grandsons are called Bruno and Adam. E a minha neta se chama Luciana. My granddaughter is called Luciana. Eu adoro esta parte do ano. I love this part of the year. Quando eles estão aqui conosco. When they are here with us. So anybody has any questions from this one? Okay, if no questions, then let's visualize this. Okay, eu sou Kakashi. Eu sou mais velho. Eu moro em Rio de Janeiro com a minha mulher Maria. Durante o carnaval no Rio, os meus netos sempre nos visitam. Os meus netos se chamam Bruno e Adão. E a minha neta se chama Luciana. Eu adoro esta parte do ano quando eles estão aqui conosco. All clear, everyone? Great, guys. Ótimo. Muito bem. So here is a list of the family members. So let us look at the different names of family members. So let's start with mother, father, brother, sister. Okay. So what is father in Portuguese? I think most of you know it already.
Pai.
Pai. Okay. So that is P-A-I. Pai. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so father is pai. Then mother is
Mãe.
mãe. Nasal sound. Yes. So what is parents together? It's pais. Okay. Mother and father together will be called pais. Then brother. Brother will be called irmão. Irmão. Brother is irmão with a nasal sound. Sister is called irmã, nasal sound again. Sister ends in a, whereas brother ends in o. Okay. Brother is irmão, sister is irmã, nasal sound. Now let's come back to the table here. That's already given in the book. See, grandfather and grandmother. Very, very important. Grandfather and grandmother. Can you see the spellings? Both of them are spelled as AVO. But the sounds are very different. Okay. The sound of grandfather and the sound of grandmother are different. And the only difference is in the accent. So for grandfather, we use the accent to circumflection. What is the role of this accent to circumflection?
The stress on the last word.
No.
Avo.
What? My simple question is, what is the role of this accent? What does it do?
It decreases the emphasis of the sound.
Sorry, Sarthak, can you please repeat that?
It decreases the emphasis of the sound.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So it decreases the length of that particular vowel. Okay. ये जो लेटर O है हमारा vowel O है, इसका length को ये कम कर देगा. That is the work of accento circunflection. And it is the opposite role with accento agudo. Accento agudo actually stretches the sound of the vowel, whereas accento circunflexio shortens the sound of the vowel, or you can say shortens the length of the vowel. So we give it a close sound. When we have accento circunflexio, this triangular kind of accent, it closes the sound of the vowel. Sorry, I was speaking on mute. So we have two words, grandfather and grandmother. So grandfather is avô, avô. The sound is O, but it is short. Whereas grandmother is avó, avó. It is a longer sound. It is an extended sound. O, okay, O. Whereas grandfather, it is O, avô. O and O. There's a difference. Grandfather is avô. Grandmother is avô. Once again, grandfather is avô. Grandmother is avó. So the first one, grandfather, where we have a shorter sound. The sound is more like the English O. Okay. English में जिसे हम O कहते हैं, the letter O, it is a sound like that, avô. Whereas the sound for grandmother, it is more of the Portuguese letter O, avô, avô. So it is O. Okay. Grandfather, avô. Grandmother, avô. So I will share my screen and I'll open the screen of Google Translate and let's hear both the words separately. Grandfather and grandmother. So let's hear the sound, guys. You can see grandfather is avô with the accent of circumflection and grandmother is avô. So let's hear it from the original sound.
Avô, avó.
Once again.
Avô, avó.
So first one is avô, like the English letter O. Whereas the second one is avó, like the Portuguese letter O. If you can remember this difference, then it will be clear to you. First one is avô and second one is avó. So let's hear it once again.
Avô, avó. Avô, avó.
So is this getting clear to you? The pronunciation? For grandfather, we'll use the English letter O, avô. And for grandmother, we'll use the Portuguese letter O, avô. So we have to be very, very careful with the accents, especially in these words, because with the change of the accent, the whole meaning changes. Now, what if I want to say grandparents? Okay. Grandmother and grandfather together. Then it will become avós with the accent. So put it here. If I want to refer to them together, I want to say grandparents. Then I say avós. Avós. Okay, coming back to the table. So grandfather is avô, grandmother is avó, mother is mãe, father is pai, no nasal sound, pai. Sister is irmã, brother is irmão, uncle is tio, tio, or in Brazilian we'll call it tio, tio and tia. So uncle is tio, aunt is tia, or in European Portuguese we'll say tio or tia. And if I want to refer to them together, if I want to say uncle and aunt, then it will be tios. Os meus tios. That means I'm referring to all the uncles and aunts together. Tios. Then we have cousin. A male cousin will be called primo, whereas a female cousin will be called prima. If I want to refer to all cousins together, if I want to say cousins, then I'll say primos. Then we have nephew and niece. Nephew is sobrinho and niece is sobrinha. Grandson and granddaughter. Neto and neta. If I want to refer to them together, like grandchildren, then I say netos. Then we have mother-in-law and father-in-law. Sogro and sogra. So mother-in-law is sogra and father-in-law is sogro. Brother-in-law, cunhado. Brother-in-law, cunhado. Sister-in-law, cunhada. Cunhada. A male child, that is a son, will be called filho. And a female child, a daughter, will be called filha. If I want to say together children, then I'll say filhos. Filhos means children. Now, when we refer to someone's children, we are specifically talking about someone's children. Then we will use the word filhos. We have another word for children, that is crianças. Let me put the word here. We have another word called crianças. Okay. So crianças is more of a generic word. Crianças also means children, but filhos we will use when we are referring to someone's children. It is not a very strict differentiation, or we don't really follow it strictly, but generally filhos will be used in a sentence where we have a context that they are somebody's children. But crianças can be used in a generic sentence, like the children are playing in the park. As crianças estão brincando no parque. So we are not saying somebody's children are playing. We're just saying the children are playing in the park. But if I say the children of Mr. Sharma are very nice, so then I will say os filhos. I will prefer not to use crianças. I'll use the word filhos. Os filhos do Senhor Sharma estão muito gentil. So in this way, we will use filhos when there is a context of the parents involved, like there's someone's children. जिसे हम हिंदी में संतान कहते हैं. And crianças is children or बच्चे. So it doesn't have a context of parents or a family. We are just referring to some children. So in the context of family, we will learn this word filhos. Whereas we can also use crianças for children otherwise. Then comes great grandfather, bisavô, great grandmother, bisavó. Great-grandson, bisneto. Great-granddaughter, bisneta. A son-in-law is called genro and daughter-in-law is called nora. Apart from that, very important is husband and wife. Husband can be called esposo or marido. Esposo is used only in very formal situations and marido is more commonly used. Then for wife, we have two words, esposa and mulher. These are all the vocabulary you need to know for family members. Claro, gente? Anybody has any questions from today? Anything you want to discuss?
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, if no questions, then we'll end the class. That's it, guys. Muito obrigada, gente. Tchau, tchau e boa noite.
Obrigado, tchau. Boa noite.
Tchau.
Boa noite.
Obrigado. Boa noite.